Hello there, good morning and welcome to Breakfast News live on Channel 1 MTV. I'm Arundhati Fernando. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Security committees to be set up in all schools in the island before the end of the year. The Ministry of Health takes steps to initiate a national policy and an active plan for the management of injuries. And former Army officer Olanta Humala sworn in as Peru's new president. The National Child Protection Authority states that security committees will be set up in all schools in the island before the end of the year. Deputy Chairperson of the authority, Nanda Indravansa, stated that the initiative will be taken in order to address problems faced by children and to prevent child abuse. He further added that this committee will be implemented in 9,700 schools and that at present a circular has been handed over to schools by the Education Ministry in this regard. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health has taken steps to initiate a national policy and active plan for the management of injuries. According to the Ministry, this initiative has been introduced to prevent injuries and to prevent deaths which result from such injuries. While injuries occur as a result of both intentional and unintentional acts, those situations too could be managed under this initiative. According to the Ministry of Health, while over 30,000 accidents are reported annually from the country, around 2,000 persons succumb to injuries suffered in these accidents. The new initiative also seeks to address this situation. The Ministry of Health went on to say that they also intend to seek public opinions and proposals in this regard. The United People's Freedom Alliance states that the names of the heads of local government institutes who were elected at the second phase of the LG polls will be submitted to the Elections Secretariat today. General Secretary of the UPFA, Minister Susil Premjayantha, stated that the necessary steps in this regard have already been taken. He added that while the candidates who garnered the highest number of votes will be appointed to the positions of mayor or chairperson of the respective urban councils or Pradesh Sabhas, those who secured the second highest number of votes will be appointed as deputy mayor and deputy chairperson. The Budu Samaya Kala Nirmana book and magazine was launched yesterday in Colombo in line with the 2600th Sambuddhatva Jayanti. The book launch ceremony was held under the patronage of Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne.
The function was jointly organized by the Arts Council of Sri Lanka, Ministry of Culture and Aesthetic Affairs and Department of Cultural Affairs. A group including the Mahasangha, politicians and artists attended the event. Today the situation differs when it comes to books and arts. Earlier, books and drama focused on instilling good values in people. However, the situation at present has largely diverted from the moral and confronting aspects of former literary genres such as books, drama and songs. Today's books are romantic and lustful. This is what the readers like. Therefore, there is a market for such books today.
The 22nd World Scout Jamboree got underway yesterday. According to our staff correspondent in Sweden, Vasanta Pradeep Marsinger, the World Scout Jamboree got underway at Rinkeby in Sweden at 9 p.m. last night. He also noted that scouts from around the world gathered at the location on Wednesday. The Mayura Mela Trade Fair and Carnival enters its third day today.
The trade fair that has been set up at the Mavanalla Public Grounds will continue until the 31st of this month. The event is organized by the Old Boys Association of the Mayurapada Central College in Mavanalla together with News First. According to our correspondent, the Esthon News First Dhanamuthu will also be conducted tomorrow and the day after at the Mavanalla Mayurapada Central College from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Taking a look at news from overseas, former army officer Olanta Humala was sworn in as Peru's new president, vowing to eradicate poverty and social exclusion.
His inauguration was being attended by regional leaders, although not by outgoing President Alan Garcia. Humala defeated right-wing candidate Kikyo Fujimori in June's second round. Once a fiery nationalist, Humala says that his approach is now the moderate left, modelled on Brazil's ex-president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Garcia left the presidential palace handing over the sash for his successor. Breaking with tradition, he did not travel to Congress to attend the inauguration. Humala, 49, inherits a prosperous Peru but faces a range of challenges. In his first address as president, he vowed to keep existing free market economic and trade policies intact, to provide a minimum pension for all Peruvians over 65 and to raise a minimum wage.
Also in global news, the National Transitional Council says that the military commander of the Libyan rebels fighting to topple Colonel Muammar Gaddafi has been killed.
NTC head Mustafa Abdul Jalil said that Colonel Abdul Fayyad Yunus was killed by assailants and the head of the group responsible had been arrested. He said that General Yunus was summoned for questioning about military operations but never made it into the meeting. Reports said that General Yunus was suspected of ties to pro-Gaddafi forces. Two aides of General Yunus were also killed in the attack. The exact circumstances of the killing were unclear, and Jalil did not say directly that the assailants were allied with Colonel Gaddafi. General Yunus is a former Libyan interior minister who defected to the rebel side in February. He was also a part of the group that helped bring Colonel Gaddafi to power in 1969.
Here's some more international news in brief coming up next on Global Wrap.
Chinese Premier Wen Jiabo met with the victims and families of victims of a high-speed rail crash yesterday. A high-speed train rammed into a stalled train late on Saturday, killing 39 people. Soon after the crash, domestic media had blamed foreign technology. Premier Wen Jiabo visited the crash site near Wenzhou city in Zhejiang province and vowed a thorough and transparent investigation. U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton visited the Norwegian embassy yesterday to sign a book of condolences after last week's shootings on Utøya Island and a bomb attack on government buildings in the capital Oslo. Anders Behring Breivik, 32, killed a total of 76 people in a bomb attack in central Oslo, followed by the shooting rampage at the island summer camp for the ruling Labour Party's youth wing. New Zealand's lost emperor penguin Happy Feet was recovering at Wellington Zoo, having had his first saltwater swim on Monday. Over a month ago, Happy Feet was washed up on New Zealand's North Island after he swam thousands of kilometers from his native Antarctica, becoming the second emperor penguin ever to appear in New Zealand.